Radio, a voice with you around the campus.
Talk Student, Talk Campus.
Talk East, Talk West. Hello guys, welcome back to Talk Tar. For this week's Talk Tar, we are going to talk about the rise of sensational content creators. So Chloe here today, and Jenning will be joining us later. So some of you may ask, what is sensational content creator? So it actually refers to the content creator who got famous, who got viral, like the recent very famous issue, the chicken bone issue. But today we're not going to look deep into that, but instead we'll be focusing on what kind of content creators out there and why do people want to get famous. Okay, so has anybody here is a content creator, or if you want to join the content creator family? So I think this week's talk set you guys can listen, stay tuned to it. So some people, they want to get famous because when you get more reach, when your content get more reach, you get more views and you actually get more money. So that's why some people, they want to get famous by, I would say, doing silly stuff that they didn't actually comprehend. So they want to get famous by doing this silly stuff because then people will talk about this, then they'll get more discussion, then people will actually remember them even deeper, because people would remember people that do stupid stuff instead of for the most time, instead of people that actually post genuine content. Okay, so sometimes the content creator, they would actually post more exaggerate content, like they would talk about some controversial issue or even some risky content just because they want to get followers quickly, even though this kind of followers, they don't mean to follow them because of their content, but they want to follow them because they want to see what kind of silly stuff they would do more. So some of the very famous example are like, I think during early 2010, there's like a lot of fake pranks. Like, I don't know if you guys heard of this YouTubers called Lim Bik Yong, and then also like Dennis and Kaka. They during that time, they got famous because they posted a lot of pranking people video, and they would also post like exaggerate reaction. Like, you see some of the covers, they would react like and then it just makes you wonder like, oh, what kind of content is this? I actually want to click into it. And then this kind of content is actually refers to clickbait, which means that sometimes the video that they post might not be as exaggerate as it seems like, but they just, like in Chinese we say 他们把这个东西变夸张了, so that people would want to see it more. And then sometimes they will also put misleading titles. Okay, and then the next one is like, sometimes they want to post exaggerate content because they feel the pressure to stay on top of the views. They want to be popular, they want to maintain at the top list of the YouTubers. So they might not post genuine content, but instead they post what people want to see. And then sensationalism, actually, like, it often prioritizes drama rather than the truth or the accuracy. So people that post sensationalized videos, right, they often only get the short-term fame because this is just like because this is popular right now, so I want to do it, but it won't be popular after a month, right? So this is like an issue. It's like whether you want the short-term fame or you want the long-term reputation. So people, like, it is a truth that attention is addictive, and I would say the audience, they often plays a role by engaging and sharing and filling the cycle, because oftentimes this person shared this issue, and then everyone is talking about the issue, and then more and more people will talking about the issue, and then this issue will eventually get more and more famous because everyone is talking about it. And sometimes because everyone is sharing about it, people, even the other people that might not know about this issue, they also want to know about it because they don't want to get left out. And sometimes, viewers, they cannot tell whether this kind of content is like, is it staged, is it real, because they often just see without comprehending. And content creators, those genuine content creators, sometimes they risk being called problematic because of the market right now. And sometimes, if they cross moral or like cultural boundaries, they would also get into
下注来过，就算只是回到那个港潮，正在尝试敞开心扉，想跟你们坦白，其实都是希望我能假装对你关怀，一是为了权利，而是吞没你的钱财。这是多年电视声音在我家的天台，想我到底是怀念过去，或讨厌现在？现在只能用笑容将我怨恨掩埋，不是出类拔萃，只能当努力的天才。一切以为放手就是自由，怕被之后肯定留下伤口。虚情假意都是逢场作戏，说话都要过滤，费事得罪说话技巧就是违背你的良心，学谎话，为了获得认可，不管用的什么方法，当有利用价值，他们用尽全力破你，学了攻击别人，记得还要学会怎么庞大。写过的日记就像resume，那些伤写着来自八度 gap， 我 friend 也来自黑风洞，玩的 hip hop 不是最正宗的是会被尊重，有天我们必须让全部人知道我们存在，就像有你才让大家高高挂在 moonlight， 我们力量都是来自 2XL 的身材，我当然是怀念过去，但是珍惜现在。下注来过，就算只是回到那个港潮，正在尝试敞开心扉，想跟你们坦白，其实都是希望我能假装对你关怀，一是为了权利，而是吞没你的钱财。这是多年电视声音在我家的天台，想我到底是怀念过去，或讨厌现在？现在只能用笑容将我怨恨掩埋，不是出类拔萃，只能当努力的天才。一直以来我只给我自己一个选择，买个 get 背后一浪子弟可以当 CC， 我给我目标不是借口就是 Kendrick， 类似Music feature 对我 X 梦幻 gang， 也许只有这个时代，只有金钱才是主意。妈妈告诉我千万不要去忘记初心，金钱一选择，别选择被牵着给努力。近期告诉我做 hip hop 根本没有出息。Shout out to my daddy 妈妈，背着白山第一句说 Frank 也能够长大。我从以前开始就觉得我是来自乡下，他们给我最好的，在我说出我的想法。几趴给个我能爬，我怕他个未来给 L 爬边。人享受不了的童话。
Talk student, talk campus.
Talk east, talk west.
Hello guys, welcome back to Talk Talk Talk. Okay, so now we'll be going deep into cancel culture, which personally is like, I wouldn't say it's like my favorite, but it's quite a big issue because me myself, I'm a really big TikTok user. So, and I was on TikTok and Twitter like very oftenly during what do you call it? MCO. Okay, so during that time, there's a lot of like rise of content creator, and also when you rise, like when you got viral, you also receive backlash because for the most of the time, people like they get cancelled very easily during that time. I have no idea why. Okay, so For those of you guys who don't know what is cancel culture, so cancel culture actually refers to like content creators. They got boycott after getting exposed for doing something unacceptable. So let's say maybe the content creator, they have like an image that they're very respectful, or that they're being very, how do you call it, they post their content like they being very okay, anyways. So sometimes like cancel culture, it often get like way too much, because sometimes people will send death threats to this content creator who are being cancelled. So but oftentimes I think that this cancel culture is doing too much, because what if the content creator actually believes what you say and actually commits suicide? Then that's another bigger issue, isn't it? Okay, so do you guys think that cancel culture should be a thing? I mean, like, to me, right, I think like on the good side, it actually keeps people accountable, because sometimes like someone that you really really look up to, but behind the cameras they might actually be two-faced, or like they might be problematic, but you don't know. And sometimes being exposed can let people know that, oh, the person that I look up to is a person like this, then I shouldn't follow their content anymore. Okay, but also sometimes people would actually use this as a sort of weapon, because like a keyboard warrior, which is in Chinese we call them like 键盘侠. So sometimes when you send too many bad stuff to someone, you targeting them, it will actually like affect the targeted individual's mental health, because words is actually a very powerful thing. So it doesn't mean that they did something problematic, we cannot give them a second chance. But I mean, like, if they did apologize and that they are being very sincere and that they would change, I wouldn't say that, because I wouldn't say we should forgive them, but we shouldn't, sometimes when we're canceling someone, we shouldn't go too far. Okay, so let's just say, how do we make cancel culture a healthier thing? So first, we should actually educate them instead of destroying them, because the thing about the goal about problematic is to change that person's action, instead of like killing them, like, sorry, not killing them, but like dropping their fame from 100 to 0. Next is that we should always do a fact check first, and we shouldn't believe everything that we see online, because sometimes when people is canceling someone, we call it cancel party. So many people will actually spread a lot of misinformation when the cancel party is happening, because they just want to add more fuel to the fire. So during 2022 or 2021, I'm not exactly sure, there's a content creator, her name is Sienna, and she's famous for posting, she got a boyfriend during that time. Her name is Jackson. I'm not quite sure, I'm so sorry, I should have done my fact check. And when Sienna, she got famous, he got exposed because he was actually telling the truth. There was a false accusation. Sienna actually didn't harass him. So next, we'll be talking about, if you want to become a content creator, what should you beware of before posting online, which is a very, very important thing. Like, because you don't want to get cancelled like the first day on your content creator job. Okay, so here's a PSA, and then we'll be back to tell you what you should beware of before posting online.
In 2022, 1 in 8 teenagers had suicidal thought, and 1 in 10 teens attempted suicide in Malaysia. Family relationships, emotional pressure, and financial constraints are the reasons. If you know someone is having suicidal thoughts, or if you are suffering from mental problems, talk to someone. You're not alone.
You are not alone.
You are not alone.
Don't be afraid to contact Taro MT Student Counseling Service via website. Get help, be help.
看秋天花瓣在飘落，我眼里忍不住掉落，就在胸口边的我，会想起了从前的我，从前的我还傻傻的，从前的我还微笑着，没有心事的我，每天开心的我。怎么现在的我，好像每天闷闷过了？怎么现在的我，好像不是我？谁能把我的快乐还给我，把我从前还给我，让我可以做自己，暂时忘记你。从小小的树往上去，像作鸟自由的飞行，没有任何的烦恼，只剩下自己。从前的我还傻傻的，从前的我还微笑着，没有心事的我，每天开心的我。怎么现在的我，好像每天闷闷过了？怎么现在的我，好像不是我？谁能把我的快乐还给我，把我从前还给我，让我可以做自己，暂时忘记你。从小小的窗往上去，像作鸟自由的飞行，没有任何的烦恼，只剩下自己。谁能把我的快乐还给我，把我从前还给我，让我可以做自己，暂时忘记你。从小小的窗往上去，像作鸟自由的飞行，没有任何的烦恼，只剩下自己。看秋天花瓣在飘落，我眼里忍不住掉落，还坐在窗边的我，好想找回从前的我。
Good evening, I'm Rosin and you're now listening to TAR News. 10 people, including 5 senior armed forces officers, have been remanded over alleged involvement in a certain smuggling syndicate The group also includes 2 journalists, a company manager, an NMA administrative assistant, and a foreign woman. Sources say the military intelligence officers are suspected of leaking operational details to help smugglers evade enforcement. The ring allegedly moved drugs, cigarettes, and other goods worth about 5 million ringgit each month, paying the officers up to 50,000 ringgit per operation. The arrests were made up during Op Sohor by August 13 by the MACC and police. These items included cash, drugs, alcohol, and a replica firearm. The case is being investigated for corruption and money laundering. Home Minister Datuk Seri Saifuddin Nasution Ismail will address the Dewan Rakyat on Monday regarding the death of Form 1 student Zaira Khairana Mahathir. He said the matter requires clarification as it has been repeatedly raised by the parliamentarians. Zara was found unconscious at her school hostel in Papa, Sabah on July 16 after allegedly falling from the 3rd floor. She died the next day at Queen Elizabeth I Hospital. Bukit Aman Criminal Investigation Department Director Datuk Seri Mok Suhaili Mok Zain said the case, initially classified as sudden death, is now being investigated for possible criminal elements, including bullying. The investigation will run concurrently with an inquest order by the Attorney General Chambers. The officer handling the case reportedly failed to request a post-mortem, despite the suspicious circumstances. Zara's body was later exhumed, and a post-mortem confirmed she died from brain injuries consistent with a fall. UMNO will deliver a formal protest note to its partner in the ruling Unity government, voicing strong objection to what it describes as the poaching of its member by other coalition parties. UMNO Secretary General Datuk Dr. Ashraf Waji Dusuki said the decision was made following internal discussions, and the note will serve as a clear warning to coalition allies. If this matter is left unresolved, it will further strain relationship within the Unity government, he told reporters after the UMNO Supreme Council meeting last night. The issue came into the spotlight after UMNO Supreme Council member and Kota Raja Division Chief Datuk Seri Tengku Zairuf Abdul Aziz announced on May 30 that he had left UMNO to join Parti Keadilan Rakyat (PKR). His membership in PKR Ampang Division has since been confirmed. Meanwhile, UMNO Deputy President Datuk Seri Muhammad Hassan said disciplinary action, including expulsion, could be taken against members found to have switched allegiance to other parties. UMNO protest note, once delivered, is expected to test the cohesion of the multi-party Unity government, which has already been grappling with differing political priorities among its partners. Former PKR Deputy President Rafizi Ramli said his wife received 2 threatening text messages early this morning, just a day after his 12-year-old son was attacked with a string by 2 men. The first message received at 1:12 in the morning from an unknown number read "Required if you continue it." The same message was sent again at 11:02 in the morning, this time followed by 3 string emojis. Rafizi does suspect the threat are linked to a scandal he has been investigating. Following a meeting with whistleblower last week, he believed the attack on his son was premeditated, with the assailants allegedly tracking his wife's movement for days. The attack occurred yesterday at a shopping mall in Putrajaya. CCTV footage shows 2 men in black wearing helmets following his wife's car before dragging his son and stabbing him with a string. The boy was treated in hospital and the assailants fled. Rafizi said police are aware of the phone number used for the threats, and security measures are being stepped up for his family. He vows to continue his investigation despite the intimidation. While fires sparked by arson and thunderstorms are fueled by a severe heatwave and strong winds, continue to devastate southern Europe, burning homes and forcing thousands of residents and tourists to flee. The EU Science Hub reports nearly 440,000 hectares have been scored in the Eurozone so far this year, double the annual average since 2006. In Greece, fire near Patras ignited a cement factory, swept through olive grove, and disrupted rail traffic, prompting mass evacuations including on the tourist islands of Chios and Cephalonia. In Spain, a 35-year-old volunteer firefighter died while battling flames in Castile and Leon, the sixth wildfire-related death in the country this year. Authorities suspect many blazes were deliberately set, with arrest and investigation underway. Fire have also spread in Portugal and Albania, where thousands of firefighters, soldiers and police are battling dozens of active fronts. The crisis is worsened by one of Spain's longest heatwave on record, with temperature reaching 45 degrees Celsius and extreme heat alerts issued across Italy. The Malaysia-Indonesia co-production The Fox King has been selected to premiere at the 50th Toronto International Film Festival, one of the world's most prestigious film events. Deputy Communication Minister Teo Nae Ching says the selection underscores the potential of regional collaborations in the global market, adding that such recognition can elevate the quality and value of films produced between the two neighboring countries. Directed by Malaysian filmmaker Wu Mingjin and starring acclaimed Indonesian actress Dian Sastrowadoyo, The Fox King received support from the National Film Development Corporation Malaysia, including 1 million ringgit from the 2023 Creative Content Fund and 50,000 ringgit from the 2025 International Participation and Promotion Fund. The film, which tells a heartfelt story of brotherhood, loss and the search for love, will showcase a distinctive Southeast Asian cinematic style to international audiences this September in Toronto. This is the end of the TAR News of the Week. The sources are from The Star, New Straits Times and Free Malaysia Today. Thanks for listening, and this is Rosin.
be late. Hey, what we gonna eat later?
Can we have our lunch outside school?
Sorry, excuse me, TBR?
Don't want lah. I want the what Lucky
Sorry, excuse me. Lucky
Star. Near the chai kway teow Hey, you see this TikTok videos is very I should get
Hello, excuse me, Aboy Uncle. Can you just let me go? I'm gonna be late to my class.
Please aware your surrounding. Be caring, stop selfish.
Talk student, talk campus.
Talk, 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 talk east, talk west. Talk, talk, talk.
Hello guys, welcome back. Oh my god, look who's back. It's
Oh my
Janine.
god, welcome back. Yeah, finally I'm in the studio, not welcome back to the studio. Well, where did I went?
Yeah.
You know, today's topic is about what?
Sensationalized content.
Yes. So, why do I disappear just now? Did I make myself sensationalize?
Maybe.
No, just kidding. Anyways, why do I I left. I did not left. I just came in later because I went for my coursework recce, so I did not go and record or conduct any sensationalized content. No, I'm not gonna do that anyways. So yeah, when we talk about sensationalized content, it's really risky to conduct this type of content if you are the creators.
But why?
Let me ask you, do you want to conduct or organize a sensationalized contents?
No.
Why?
Because it's like, I feel like people would, even if maybe let's say I posted a video,
okay,
even if I delete it, maybe they will still be it because people would save it.
That same goes to one of the function of the internet. Okay, so the first reason why sensationalized content is risky, because internets will never ever forget what you post. Okay, you might think that this seems crazy if you say that if you delete something, people will still remember. It will still remember. Okay, for instance, let's say someone shared a post you post before. For example, a meme. You take a picture of yourself and then you post some word tags, or even you written some vulgar on it. Okay, people remember and they share it. You might think that you are the creator, you delete it, so the post will also delete as well. But you might think that someone may just take a screenshot or save the picture and then they share it again. So eventually it wouldn't erase forever. So this is why one of the reason some elders or elderly people, when they have social media like Facebook, they always keep their account private, or maybe they keep their friend list private, because they don't want to let others people to see what they post before, because they believe that social media, internet, they can save whatever they post before. So that's why sensationalized content is risky. So if you want to betul-betul create a content that is sent just for views, you better watch out whether you want to take consider of this. Well,
yes.
Talking about never forgets, what makes people not even wanted to forget? Some contents that is cross over the boundaries.
I see.
For example, let's say you crack a jokes. Okay, the jokes doesn't seem harmful. It seems like as long as let people be happy, it's fine. But let's say you make some jokes about sensitive content such as 3R. That's one of the most easily contents that can be offended.
Yes.
Because we all in Malaysia, although Malaysia is a free country, you can say whatever you want. You have your own liberty. You have your own rights.
Yes.
But we don't ever wants to play with three things: race, religion,
royalty.
And also politics nowadays seems okay, because back then people seems to be sensitive when they talk about politics. But nowadays politics seems to be one of a cup of tea when they want to take a sip during their break.
Yeah.
Because people can discuss politics freely since government has lowered down undi 18.
Yes.
Has
true.
lowered the age to 18 years old. So you can crack any jokes, but just prevent 3R, because people wouldn't forget it, and once you cross the boundaries, someone will go and find you, which is the police.
It's like we have freedom of speech, but we shouldn't abuse it.
Yeah, we shouldn't abuse it. We shouldn't take it as advantage to joke anyone. And you might think that people will just take instantly and just laugh. No, people will not forget, particularly the internet.
Yes, true.
Because there are so many examples. for example, let me think about. Still remember last time, there's a celebrity influencer, so-called influencer. It's a Chinese influencer. He wore a female dress, and then he and another guy wore a female dress together, dancing in front of the Johor State sovereignty statue.
Oh, I still remember that. Yeah.
It was a creator named Brian V. After the next day, he get caught. And fun fact, it's not only I'm not trying to provoke anything, but it's not only the Malay community is reporting this news, like trying to put them in jail. Even the Chinese communities, they urged police to take actions. So, you want to create content that is funny, it's okay, but don't play with 3R.
Yeah.
Jangan main-main.
It's like something that you should never touch. You shouldn't joke about. This is not something that you can joke about.
Okay, let's put aside 3R. We also have contexting to a Malay friend of himself, asked him to act as a police officer to announce that the loss of his friend. And then eventually, because of the power of the social media, people eventually believe what he says. Because I think, at that time is a passive audience era where people still don't have idea of what is social media and content. I think it's about 2018 or 2019. So people they take it seriously, and then they even call for police officers to even help the actual police to help assist in this issue. You know who is it?
Yeah, but I don't remember the name.
Okay, it's a creator that
Mai.
always not Mai, it's Insects.
Oh.
Yeah, Insect Ang. So basically, he's a creator that films about adventures, wildlife, and also some haunted places.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yes,
that.
but he make a serious joke about on someone's life, and even though it's a prank, but they even the fans, they even call police. So eventually it end up so bad. He needs to apologize, and I think he gets sued as well. So he lost lots of followers and fans just because of this incidents.
Oh, this reminds me of one issue. It happens in China.
Okay.
But it's so this really famous content creator, she went to Paris, and then she posted a video she found someone's exercise book, like homework.
Okay.
Like a primary student homework in the toilet of Paris, and then she posted online because on the exercise book there's the person's name, so she posted a video. She's like, XXX, your book is here. And then she urged everyone to find out who the little boy is, and then she's like, oh, I found the little boy's mother, and then let me give the exercise book back to her. But then because this issue, it has gotten really big, even the police was involved.
But what is her intention?
She just want fame. This is actually just she make up the whole story.
So it doesn't.
This is actually fake. Yeah.
Oh, so it's not real.
Yeah.
Okay.
She just make up the story.
Yeah, that's why. That's why I say if you want to, that's considered sensationalized content, because eventually, that's you're out of the context of danger. Same goes to back to the point, you fake someone who went missing, and and even fans want to call police report to search for the friends. Same goes to this issue. This is misinformation spread, where you expose content that can cause harm at the same time, while it creates some tensions. If let's say the Chinese women, is it the women or men? Women. Let's say the Chinese women, her intention is really, really fine. Who is the mother of that book? It's fine, but as you mentioned, it's not real.
Yeah, it's fake.
That's why this is misinformation. So don't, if you want to take it seriously, make sure you don't joke on this misinformation concept. Yeah. So eventually, if let's say you are breaking all these rules, if you are fit into a criteria as what we mentioned, eventually you become a creator that's loss of trust. You wouldn't have not many fans. You still have fans, but those fans are not here to cheer you up. Those fans are here to destroy you.
Yeah.
They're trying to destroy your reputation. They are like your haters instead of fans. Another way of fans. So eventually, once audience they felt tricked, or they felt lied because of your content, it's hard to gain the fans back, even though you are not retaining the fans for profits, but you might create a lot of social tensions just because of your sensationalized content.
Yeah, it's like when you lost the trust of people, it's actually really hard to gain it back.
Same goes to those three Chinese boys who hand in those KFC rice with chicken bone. If let's say you are giving rice for free and giving food for free, edible food, it's fine. But now you are giving a food that is considered something that unhygiene,
leftover,
and you are trying to make fun of people who is marginalized. So this is not something we should, joke about and something we should support. So I feel so. Honestly, I'm gonna say something that are kind of foolish, because now it's 2025. People are still, making this type of contents. I thought people getting mature. They realize that people don't even want to watch this type of contents anymore, and there are still people who are trying to create. So I hope they should get educated with this content. Maybe soon. I think everyone who wanted to become a creators or post something, they should have some so-called a lecture session.
True.
Lecture session to educate them how to create a positive content. Yeah. You know what? Listen to so many, seems like not so healthy informations. Why not we take a break, and also after that we will come back a final talk set that is about, what it's about.
What you should beware of before posting online.
Yes. Same goes to the the lecture session that I mentioned just now. So if maybe you get educated, you will know what you should not to post and what you should be aware. Stay tuned.
前方的晨光，往未来勇敢的去闯，一起绽放你和我的力量。我凭自由的飞翔，乘风破浪，多变成长，总有一天遇见你的曙光。教会生活的不甘，以及红砖历史的足迹，也值得让我一起去学习。被击倒，被打压，也不阻止我倒下。被培养，被责伤，也不让他们失望。我不怕，我有我的 homie 和我一起扛下。各位要小心，在业界搞得比你们还要漂亮。或许曾经怀疑自己是不是他们的骄傲，大家还以为这种想法是无耻的年少。有挣扎，有犹豫，甚至会感到孤独。别怕，别怕，总有属于你的蓝图。向着前方的晨光，往未来勇敢的去闯，一起绽放你和我的力量。不凭自由的飞翔，乘风破浪，多变成长，总有一天遇见你的曙光。 向着前方那晨光，往未来勇敢的去闯，一起绽放你和我的力量。蒲公英自由的飞翔，乘风破浪，拓片成长，总有一天遇见你的曙光。奔向着前方的晨光，往未来勇敢的去闯，一起绽放你和我的力量。蒲公英自由的飞翔，乘风破浪，拓片成长，总有一天遇见你的曙光。
Talk student, talk campus.
Talk East, Talk West.
Yay, talk. Yeah, it's my turn again because I've been missing just now, and I left Chloe herself to dying alone in the studio. So I tried to revive her back from hell. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, when we all mentioned just now, sensationalized content is really risky. People can ever remember what you post. They have some bad impression on you or either good impression. Okay. So, what you should be aware, before you post something online, regardless it's sensationalized or non-sensationalized or something that's sensitive. Okay, so first of all, first thing you gotta do, I think this applies to regardless you are FCCI student or non-FCCI students. Okay, when you talk about something, let's say you have to you're talking about some serious issue, let's say health, someone's lives on stake, you make sure the way you express your tones or the wording you place in there, make sure you double check it. Do you think those words will offend someone? For example, let's say you have a friend who diagnosed with cancer. You talk about something like, oh, cancer. If you have cancer, you should go and, you shouldn't, you see, this is why you should take yourself seriously. You should take care of yourself. No, that's not how the way you express. Maybe you need to change another way. Yes, it's so sad to hear this news, but I hope from now you can, treat yourself better, take care of yourself more. Yeah, this is a different ways.
Yeah.
So you check the way how you express the words.
Yeah, because you should only joke when it's time to joke, and when it's time to be serious, you need to be serious.
For instance, okay, if you want to joke something, for instance, one of the prime YouTubers or creators, I can name two. One is Mandarin, one is non-Mandarin. Okay, first one, Mandarin. Let's talk about BBK. BBK Network. Yes, they talk about facts, politics, legals, even economics. All this like so-called hard news, but they trying to make it not so serious. Although there are some times they report some information who consists of people's death or serious issue, but they trying to make it much more relaxed way. And make you understand, but their intention is to make you understand, not to create some sensationalized content and attract you. No, that's the first prime example. Second prime example, I would say Mamak Session, because Mamak Session is a podcast hosted by Ginny Boy. Ginny Boy is a former Hits FM DJ, where he although his content is more towards entertainment, but he also invite businessmen, entrepreneurs, and for the past 2 years, 3 years, he's been inviting a lot of many politicians like Sai Shadid, Fahmi. There are a lot of politics involved in his show, and also he try not to, talk in a so serious tone, but he make it relaxed way by bringing up all these issues. Although it consists of corruptions or freedom of speech or some Malaysia's sensitive issues, but he trying to make it in a much serious way by letting others to understand, not creating jokes or joking on some serious facts. Yep. oh yeah, when you want to joke on something or you want to create some, leisure styles, you know what you should do? Fact check.
Yes, fact check is very important.
Yes, that's what you mentioned. Fact check is really important. Regardless of what you are doing, regardless is your own view or others people view, make sure you fact check everything. Because you don't want to make sure you don't spread misinformation, as what we mentioned just now. If you spread misinformation, sometimes you can cause social concerns or social tensions. People might take it seriously, and people will start to panic and put up this issue, and they want the urge that people to investigate, ask the enforcement authorities to investigate whether this issue is true, valid or not. But in the end, they realize that it's not true because they spread the misinformation. That's why anti-fake news begins. Although there are some argument in between whether they should make anti-fake news exist or not, but I think misinformation are hardly to be controlled because of the users, not because of the government. I think because of the users, they can post whatever they want, or they can listen whatever content they want. So they have a right to post content, but they should have responsibility to fact check. Just like Talk Radio, other related radio stations. This is their duties. So once you have considered the first two, you know what you consider next? Your future. Not your future about your children or your loved one. I mean, the future is if you want to stick in the career path of content creation, make sure you consider about your future, like how the styles, the genre, the vibes you want to bring out. For instance, let's say you are a creator of reporting, those jokes and memes. For example, let's say who's the guy that went famous recently? Joe Broseph. Joe Broseph. Okay, so
he was here.
He was here?
Yeah.
He was here? What do you mean he was here? Oh yeah, he was in the arena recently. I think 2 weeks ago. So Joe Broseph and other influencers like Pei Yong and Che Zili. So eventually, your first impression about everyone's first impression about Joe Broseph is that he crack jokes, he create those
funny
content, those memes and those slangs where people start to learn from him. So that's the impression that he has. Yeah. So if let's say you are Joe Broseph, and what if people think that when they first meet you, they will say, they will sing the same song to you, 我很累, or they say, no, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. So people have a first impression of Joe Broseph. I believe at that time, 2 weeks ago, when students they met Joe Broseph in Target UMT, they also doing the same things that what he did. So what I'm trying to say is, if you want to become like a person who always joke, you have to be prepared. People have an impression on you, and you always have to prepare whenever someone meet you. Sometimes you need to become what people think. Of course, you can be yourself, but people might have a different perspective. So it depends on you. You have to think twice.
It's like when you have the funny image, it's hard to let people to see you as professional.
That's why, like Chloe, I want to ask you. Let's say you're a content creator. What type of content creator you want to be?
Maybe like 探店博主.
What type of genre? Not genre. What type of mode you use? Is it any like influencers that you may benchmark their style?
I cannot think of one, but I want to post those more like relaxing.
Not those joking all the time, but serious. Not serious. I mean like in
more
calming. Okay, that's your style. My style is if let's say I can choose. I would like to make jokes, but I don't think my jokes are funny. So
I mean, unfunny jokes are funny too.
True. Those are called lame jokes. Yes. So I'm more focused on those quality editings. So that's what I hope for . So yeah, it depends on what kind of image you wanted to create and what you want to leave for the audience to believe in you. So that's why that's all things that you should consider. And lastly, what you shouldn't post online. This is, take note, the last thing. Okay, we just talked about sensitive content like race, religion, and royalty, reckless activities like you're doing some foolish stuff by stuffing the chicken bones in the rice. Yeah. So one of the things that you should consider is people's repetitions and images, because some people would think that you can take picture, you can take video of anyone. Technically yes and no, because you're in a free country. Yes, you can take picture and take video, but the reason why it's no is because people has their right of their own image. They have their imagine it's called 肖像权. This is their right of profile or portrait. So particularly on children, you can take a video, but you make sure, if let's say you're creators in outdoor, you want to take a video or take a picture with your child, yes, but make sure you ask their guardians, their family members. And also, if you want to take a video interview on someone, you make sure you ask their concerns first. Are they concerning any like their images or what type of contents it will be? Because who knows what type of models of content creator you are.
True.
So in conclusion, okay, I'm not going to make any conclusion, but basically what we talk about just now is take care of what you say, take care of what you want to be, take care of what types of message you want to bring it out. So in today's message is, if you want to become a Tor Radio member, make sure you speak well, make sure you deliver quality content, and make sure you be active. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just any things you want to say, like tell them to, if you want them to become a content creator or even a Talk member. Anything you want to say?
Think about your digital footprint. Everything you say will remain online.
Yes. I wouldn't say you will regret, but this is somehow what reminds you when, after 10 years you move on and people might think about you.
Yeah. Hey, aren't you the guy, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like,
yeah, that's my...
You don't want to get famous for the wrong reason.
That's my black history.
Yeah.
That's my dark history. I hope I can delete my dark history just like browser. Yes. But anyways, we joke a lot. We hope that you won't find creating a content is difficult and having a dilemma on creating content. As long you don't create sensationalized or negative content, that's all. So I hope today's lessons teach you guys a lot. And if you guys want to be a content creator, why not? Take a lot of Tor Radio's content, and soon want to become a part of our members. Who knows, you can become a content creator as well. So I hope you learned something. And once again, my name is Zhen Ning.
My name is Chloe.
And we'll be back next time. Bye-bye.
Tar Radio, a voice with you around the campus.